To achieve greatness, one must often endure discomfort. While the idea of making yourself suffer sounds harsh, it's a necessary call for resilience, growth, and the development of mental toughness. To shape yourself into a stronger, more capable version, willingly engaging in challenging experiences is essential. This isn't about pointless suffering, but a deliberate choice to face difficulty head-on, embracing the struggle that brings growth. When we avoid pain or discomfort, we create a safe, predictable bubble where growth becomes impossible. True change happens when you willingly step out of that comfort zone. Physical challenges are a great example. Running a marathon, training rigorously, or pushing beyond your fitness limits teaches your body and mind to endure. You learn to handle discomfort, to breathe through fatigue, and to fight past the initial impulse to quit. You train your mind just as much as your body, creating a state where you learn to handle adversity without panic or avoidance. Mental resilience is even more crucial. Taking on tasks you'd usually shy away from, whether it's speaking in public, learning a complex skill, or putting yourself in unfamiliar environments, builds a strong foundation for handling life's uncertainties. When you choose to face mental challenges, your threshold for discomfort expands. You become stronger with each experience, less affected by fear or doubt. Suffering, in this case, becomes a tool to overcome self-imposed limitations. Many people live within constraints they impose on themselves, avoiding difficult conversations, new experiences, and challenges because they don't want to suffer even briefly. However, comfort can be a trap. It lulls you into mediocrity, eroding your potential bit by bit. To break free, you must recognize that avoiding suffering ultimately leads to a life limited by fear and complacency. By making yourself suffer, you build the resilience to tackle obstacles that would otherwise intimidate you. Consider the value of delayed gratification. This is a form of suffering, as it requires you to deny immediate comfort or pleasure for the sake of long-term rewards. Whether it's saving money instead of spending it impulsively or sticking to a strict diet and workout routine, delaying gratification requires strength and self-control. This process of disciplined denial builds character, teaching you that temporary discomfort can lead to something much greater. The person who avoids this form of suffering often sacrifices long-term success for fleeting satisfaction. When you make yourself suffer, you are also fostering patience. Society today is often driven by a desire for instant results, instant success, and instant gratification. But real achievement takes time. It's like planting a seed that requires years to mature into a tree. You must water it, tend to it, and care for it without seeing immediate results. This patience itself is a kind of suffering, as you must endure the frustration and doubt that come with waiting for something to come to fruition. By learning to endure this slow process, you gain a perspective that others lack, one that understands the importance of commitment and faith in the long game. Pain, both mental and physical, brings you into a state of heightened awareness. It forces you to confront your inner dialogue, the thoughts you have about yourself and your abilities. When you feel like giving up, you learn more about your true nature, your resilience, and your capacity for perseverance. This process strips away superficial beliefs, exposing your core, revealing who you are when things aren't easy or comfortable. This awareness of your true self is invaluable because it shows you your strengths and exposes areas that need improvement. Many successful individuals credit their accomplishments to a history of overcoming challenges and facing adversity. For them, each hardship became a stepping stone to something greater. This perspective turns suffering into a form of investment. You pay with your discomfort today, but you receive the returns in confidence, knowledge, and strength tomorrow. The experience becomes a testament to your capacity to survive and thrive. Each time you push through, you are building a mental catalog of evidence that you can overcome whatever comes your way. You develop a trust in yourself that is unwavering because it has been tested and proven. Choosing to make yourself suffer also strengthens your empathy. When you understand pain, you're more likely to relate to others' experiences of hardship. This doesn't mean you coddle them or encourage them to avoid discomfort, but but rather that you can offer encouragement from a place of genuine understanding. True empathy comes not from pity, but from knowing what it feels like to struggle and overcome. This form of suffering fosters a grounded, compassionate connection to others who face challenges. It creates a strong foundation for leadership, as you're not just telling others to persevere, you're speaking from experience. One of the greatest benefits of making yourself suffer is that it silences the inner critic. This voice tends to be loudest when you're uncertain, afraid, or hesitant. But when you push through discomfort repeatedly, you prove to yourself that this critic is just noise. It loses its power because you've shown time and again that you're capable of more than it would have you believe. In facing suffering, you also face your fears, doubts, and insecurities, stripping them of the power to hold you back. The process of enduring suffering creates an unbreakable spirit. When you've been through enough, you no longer fear the unknown or doubt your ability to handle what comes. This inner strength allows you to take risks, knowing that even if you fail, you have the resilience to recover. You become fearless, not because you're naive, but because you're prepared. You've trained yourself to survive discomfort, so the prospect of facing it doesn't deter you. This mindset is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who remain stuck, forever bound by fear and complacency. Ultimately, choosing to make yourself suffer is about claiming control over your own life. Instead of waiting for challenges to appear and hoping you're ready, you seek them out and prepare yourself for what may come. You take charge of your growth, shaping your character, building your resilience, and cultivating an indomitable spirit. This path is not easy, but it is deeply fulfilling. Each time you endure discomfort willingly, you gain a piece of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and more resilient. In a world that often prioritizes comfort and ease, the decision to make yourself suffer is a revolutionary act. It is a declaration that you are unwilling to settle, unwilling to let fear dictate your life, and unwilling to be limited by your own doubts. Through self-imposed suffering, you create a life of purpose, strength, and unshakable confidence. You choose greatness over mediocrity, resilience over comfort, and in doing so, you find a depth of character that few are willing to seek. When you choose this path of deliberate discomfort, you become more than just an observer of life. You evolve into a true participant, actively shaping your own destiny rather than passively drifting along. This shift in mindset brings a newfound appreciation for challenges. Instead of fearing what might come, you begin to see each struggle as an opportunity. You realize that every difficulty, no matter how small or significant, is a chance to refine yourself further, to dig deeper, and to bring out a version of yourself that is more resilient, adaptable, and equipped for the journey ahead. Taking this path can transform your perspective on failure as well. You understand that setbacks aren't the end. They are simply markers along the way, signifying that you're pushing boundaries and exploring unknown territory. Failure ceases to be a source of shame or regret and instead becomes a badge of effort. You're no longer afraid of the outcome because the act of trying itself becomes the focus. Every failure, every stumble, is just another step toward mastery. The only true failure, you realize, is in never beginning or never daring to push yourself past what you thought possible. This choice to endure, to seek out struggle, fosters an intense form of discipline. Discipline becomes not just an external force pushing you to do something unpleasant, but a personal commitment to a higher purpose. It becomes a habit, a steady force that keeps you on course when motivation inevitably wanes. Where motivation may ebb and flow, discipline remains constant, built from the repeated decisions to face discomfort head-on. Over time, this discipline carries over into every part of your life, turning even mundane tasks into acts of intention and purpose. The transformation doesn't end with your mind and spirit. It also affects your relationships. You start to value people who challenge you, who push you to be better, who encourage you to grow rather than keep you comfortable. These relationships are often difficult because they hold a mirror to your own limitations, but they're the ones that contribute most to your evolution. In seeking discomfort, You gravitate toward people who understand the value of struggle and growth, who are on a similar journey, and who refuse to settle for mediocrity. Together, you create a network of resilience, surrounding yourself with individuals who believe in the power of persistence, courage, and continuous self-improvement. Every day that you choose to make yourself suffer, you inch closer to mastering yourself. You realize that the biggest battles are not external, but internal, fought within the realms of your own mind. The obstacles are not simply the things you face in the world, but also the doubts, insecurities, and fears that reside within. By enduring discomfort, you develop the tools to manage and conquer these inner demons, transforming fear into fuel, doubt into determination, and insecurity into self-assurance. This mastery over yourself allows you to navigate life with a steady hand, rooted in the knowledge that no challenge is too great, no setback too severe. Ultimately, the decision to make yourself suffer isn't about masochism or glorifying pain. It's about seeking growth through adversity, understanding that struggle is a natural part of the process of becoming. It's about realizing that true strength, true success, and true fulfillment are born from the willingness to endure. This mindset is rare, and that's what makes it so powerful. In choosing discomfort over ease, you become part of a small percentage of individuals who are not afraid to push the boundaries, who are not content to remain average, and who are willing to do what it takes to achieve greatness. Your journey will not be easy, but with every hardship, you'll find yourself more capable, more aware, and more connected to your purpose. The pain you willingly embrace becomes the foundation of a life lived fully, a life that isn't restricted by fear, but driven by courage. As you continue to make yourself suffer, you realize that what once seemed impossible is now within reach, that the dreams you dared to pursue are no longer distant fantasies, but attainable realities. In the end, you won't just survive. You will thrive, carrying forward a legacy of strength, resilience, and the unbreakable belief that you have within you everything needed to overcome, succeed, and live a life of purpose. As you embrace the suffering, something remarkable begins to happen. You start to uncover layers of yourself that you didn't even know existed. You find depths of courage, grit, and endurance that lie dormant until they're awakened by adversity. The once daunting challenges now feel like rites of passage, each one a test of your character, each one an opportunity to redefine what you're capable of. This self-discovery isn't a fleeting moment. It's a gradual, ongoing process that intensifies with every hurdle you choose to face. Through each trial, you build a more profound understanding of yourself and a sense of pride in what you're becoming. Over time, you notice a shift in how you view comfort and struggle. You begin to see comfort for what it is, a temporary state that, while pleasant, offers little in terms of lasting fulfillment or growth. Struggle, on the other hand, becomes a teacher, guiding you toward lasting strength and wisdom. The discomfort that once seemed intimidating now feels essential. You seek out new challenges not because you have to, but because you want to. You crave the growth, the resilience, and the clarity that only struggle can bring. It's no longer about forcing yourself to endure hardship. It's about recognizing that hardship is the gateway to transformation. With this mindset, your goals evolve. You start setting bigger, bolder objectives, goals that would have intimidated the version of you who shied away from discomfort. Now, the fear of failing or falling short doesn't hold the same power. You see failure as a stepping stone, a crucial part of the process that gives depth to your achievements. Each time you face a setback, you learn, you adapt, and you grow stronger. This growth isn't about perfection. It's about progress, about constantly expanding your limits and refusing to be confined by previous definitions of success. Life itself takes on a new level of purpose. The everyday obstacles, the unexpected challenges, and the tests of patience and resilience all become meaningful experiences rather than inconveniences. You start to understand that these moments of struggle are building you up for something greater, even if the outcome is still unseen. The suffering becomes a teacher, a guide that sharpens your focus and builds your discipline. You begin to see life as a grand adventure, with each struggle bringing you closer to the person you are destined to be. You realize that without the suffering, there would be no story, no journey, and no sense of accomplishment. As you look back, you recognize the changes that have taken place within you. The once familiar fear of discomfort has faded, replaced by an unwavering determination to push through whatever life throws your way. The person you've become is a testament to every challenge you've faced, every moment you've endured, and every doubt you've overcome. You no longer need external validation because your worth is built on the foundation of resilience and self-mastery. You carry within you a quiet confidence and knowing that, come what may, you have the strength to endure, to adapt, and to overcome. And now, as you stand on the other side of your journey, you understand that making yourself suffer was never about the pain itself. It was about the transformation it brought. It was about forging a version of yourself that could rise to any occasion, that could confront life's greatest challenges with courage and grace. You have become a person who not only endures but thrives, who faces adversity with open arms, and who finds fulfillment not in ease, but in the pursuit of something greater than comfort. The path of chosen suffering has led you to a life rich in meaning, strength, and unwavering purpose. It has shown you that true greatness lies not in avoiding pain, but in embracing it, using it as fuel to become the best version of yourself. And now, as you continue forward, you know that no matter what lies ahead, you are prepared, not just to survive, but to flourish, to create, and to live fully, armed with the hard-won knowledge that there is nothing you cannot overcome. Now, with every step forward, you carry an unshakable confidence, a trust in your own resilience that no external challenge can take from you. This is not arrogance. It is a profound, quiet assurance in your ability to handle what comes, a strength built through each moment of chosen discomfort. You realize that by confronting hardship willingly, you have freed yourself from the shackles of fear that once held you back. You are no longer bound by the constraints of self-doubt or the limitations imposed by others. You have unlocked a freedom that only those willing to face their own suffering can truly experience. A freedom to live without hesitation, to take risks without fearing failure, and to pursue dreams that once seemed distant or impossible. Every new challenge now feels like an invitation, a door opening toward growth. Instead of shrinking from the unknown, you lean into it, excited by the possibilities that lie beyond. You see yourself as a work in progress, continually evolving, continually learning, and continually adapting. This mindset has become your greatest ally, empowering you to move through life not as a passive observer, but as an active creator of your own reality. You understand that the journey of growth has no final destination. It is a lifelong process, a path of continual transformation and renewal. This newfound freedom also changes how you approach setbacks. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, you view them as opportunities to refine your strategies, to recalibrate, and to come back even stronger. You learn the value of patience, of trusting the process, and of staying committed even when results aren't immediate. This patience, cultivated through enduring hardship, allows you to see things through a wider lens, recognizing that real success is built gradually, piece by piece. It's not the result of a single effort, but of consistent dedication, resilience, and a willingness to persist despite obstacles. In relationships, too, your journey of self-imposed suffering has profound effects. You find yourself drawn to people who inspire you, who share a similar dedication to growth and self-mastery. Your connections become deeper, more meaningful, built on mutual respect and understanding. You no longer need superficial validation. Instead, you seek relationships that challenge you, that push you to become better, and that reflect the person you have become. This shift brings you a sense of community, a network of like-minded individuals who understand the journey and support you through it. At the core of all this is a transformation in your identity. You are no longer the person who avoids discomfort or shies away from challenges. You are now someone who thrives on growth, who sees difficulty not as a threat, but as a chance to rise higher. This identity shapes every decision you make, every goal you set, and every step you take. You live with intention, driven by a clear sense of purpose, unafraid to dream big and pursue those dreams with everything you have. The person you have become is not bound by limitations, but fueled by a vision of what is possible. As you continue along this path, you come to understand the true meaning of fulfillment. It isn't found in fleeting pleasures or temporary comforts. True fulfillment comes from the knowledge that you are fully alive, engaged with life, constantly striving to become the best version of yourself. It's the satisfaction of knowing that, no matter what, you have the inner strength to overcome any obstacle, to adapt to any change, and to pursue any goal. This fulfillment is deep, lasting, and unwavering because it's rooted in something real, your own resilience, your own determination, and your own courage. This journey has revealed the essence of what it means to live a life of purpose and passion. By making yourself suffer, by choosing the difficult path, you have unlocked a level of strength and wisdom that few ever attain. You have proven to yourself that you are capable of greatness, not because of your achievements, but because of the person you have become through each struggle. The hardships, the sacrifices, and the moments of doubt have all led you here, to a place where you are truly free. Free from fear, free from limitation, and free to create a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. And so, as you look toward the future, you do so with a fierce optimism, knowing that no matter what lies ahead, you have the power to face it. You are no longer just surviving. You are thriving, living with purpose, resilience, and a heart full of gratitude for the journey that has shaped you. You have come to understand that the suffering you chose was not a burden, but a gift that has given you the strength, courage, and wisdom to live life to its fullest, to embrace every moment, and to walk forward with unbreakable confidence and unwavering purpose. Standing at this point in your journey, you're no longer daunted by the idea of what might be difficult. In fact, you've come to understand that every obstacle, every grueling moment of hardship, is a tool that hones your abilities. This understanding gives you a perspective few others have, an awareness that pain and suffering are not the enemies of a meaningful life, but its secret ingredients. You see now that the things you once ran from, the discomforts you once avoided, were merely opportunities disguised as challenges. In embracing this approach, you have developed an unbreakable will, a resolve that doesn't waver in the face of adversity, but strengthens. With each new challenge, you only grow more capable, more determined. This ability to stand firm, regardless of how strong the headwinds, becomes your greatest asset. Your mind, once filled with doubts and fears, is now calm, disciplined, and unwavering. Your goals are no longer just dreams floating on the horizon. They are tangible, achievable realities that you move toward every day, step by step, with patience and purpose. With this clarity, you come to appreciate the moments of suffering as necessary stepping stones, each one preparing you for the next level of growth. You start seeing every difficulty as a purposeful trial, designed to mold you into someone capable of handling even greater responsibilities and challenges. The struggles that once seemed burdensome now feel empowering, like tools given to shape you, to refine you, and to elevate you to a higher plane of capability. This shift in perspective is profound. It allows you to not just endure suffering, but to embrace it, knowing that on the other side lies a stronger, more resilient you. As this awareness deepens, you recognize that the person you're becoming isn't just a stronger individual for your own sake, but for the world around you. Your newfound resilience and unbreakable spirit become sources of inspiration for others. People around you notice the changes, drawn to your strength, motivated by your example. Your journey of chosen suffering becomes a beacon, a reminder that greatness doesn't come from avoiding struggle, but from embracing it with courage. In this way, your personal growth has a ripple effect, encouraging others to push past their own limits, to rise to their own challenges, and to step into their own potential. Through this, you find that your purpose becomes clearer. Your trials have given you a deeper understanding of what matters, what you stand for, and what you want to contribute to the world. The strength you've built through suffering is now a tool, not just for your own advancement, but for lifting others. You no longer feel driven solely by personal ambition. Your journey has taught you the value of giving, of sharing the hard-earned wisdom that can only come from experience. The suffering you once endured alone has become a powerful message, a gift you can share with others to help them overcome their own struggles. Each day, as you walk this path, you do so with gratitude, recognizing that every hardship, every moment of discomfort has been a stepping stone to becoming the person you were meant to be. You no longer resent the struggle. You cherish it, knowing that it is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary, the untested from the truly strong. You are part of a rare group now. People who understand that greatness requires sacrifice, that real fulfillment requires resilience, and that the best version of yourself can only emerge through the fire of chosen difficulty. In the end, the suffering you once feared has become the foundation of a life rich in meaning, depth, and purpose. You've built a character that can withstand storms, a mind that remains clear under pressure, and a heart that beats with unwavering strength. You understand now that life isn't about seeking comfort or avoiding pain. It's about using every experience, every struggle, and every moment of discomfort as fuel to become something greater. And as you continue forward, you do so with an open heart, an indomitable spirit, and a deep sense of fulfillment that no hardship can ever take away. This journey of choosing to suffer, of embracing the struggle, is no longer a task. It is a way of life. It is the way to true freedom, true purpose, and true power. You have become unstoppable, not because the challenges have disappeared, but because you have transformed yourself into someone who welcomes them, knowing they are simply the path to becoming the person you are destined to be. And in this realization, you find peace, knowing that you are finally living as you were meant to live, strong, fearless, and fully alive. In this state of inner strength and clarity, you find a profound peace, a peace that is not the absence of hardship, but the presence of unwavering resilience. You carry this peace with you, knowing that no matter what storms arise, you have the capacity to face them. The struggles you've embraced, the discomforts you've willingly endured, have gifted you with a calmness that few possess. It's a quiet confidence, a steady heartbeat that keeps you grounded even when the world around you is turbulent. You've become the eye of your own storm, moving through life with an unshakable certainty in yourself and your abilities. Now, every goal you set feels within reach, not because it has become easier, but because you have become more resilient. You know that success isn't a result of luck or fleeting bursts of motivation. It is the sum of persistent, disciplined actions taken day after day. You understand that real progress often appears slow, that setbacks are inevitable, and that there will be days when the effort feels endless. Yet, through the act of choosing to endure, you've developed the patience to see it through, the persistence to keep going, and the wisdom to recognize that every step, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to where you want to be. As you navigate life with this newfound strength, you begin to see challenges differently. You welcome them, knowing that each one will sharpen you, refine you, and teach you something new about yourself. Obstacles no longer feel like barriers, but like invitations to prove your commitment to your path. The mountains you once feared to climb now excite you, because you know that reaching the summit will only make you stronger for the next journey. You've come to understand that life is not about the destination, but about continuously growing, evolving, and expanding into your fullest potential. Your vision for the future becomes limitless. With each passing day, your capacity to handle adversity expands, and so do your dreams. The boundaries you once thought existed fall away, replaced by a horizon of possibilities. You realize that the only limits are those you impose on yourself, and that through resilience, determination, and a willingness to suffer for what you believe in, you can break through any barrier. You now approach life with a sense of awe and excitement, knowing that there is always more to explore, more to achieve, and more to become. In this journey, you've come to appreciate that true strength isn't measured by the absence of weakness, but by the courage to face it. Every struggle you've endured has shown you parts of yourself that were once hidden, vulnerabilities that you've transformed into strengths. You understand that even the greatest among us have faced moments of doubt, fear, and despair. The difference is not in the absence of these feelings, but in the choice to keep going despite them. You've become someone who understands that courage isn't about never feeling afraid. It's about moving forward regardless of fear, trusting that you have the power to adapt, to overcome, and to thrive. And so, as you move forward, you do so with a heart that is open to whatever life brings. You are no longer bound by the fear of suffering because you have seen its value, felt its transformative power, and embraced it as an essential part of your journey. You know that whatever challenges lie ahead, you are prepared. You are ready to face them, to learn from them, and to continue growing into the person you are meant to be. This life of chosen struggle, of deliberate discomfort, has become a way of being, a commitment to always seek growth, to never settle, and to live fully, deeply, and with purpose. In the end, you understand that suffering is not a punishment. It is a gift. It is the process through which we uncover our truest selves, shed the layers of fear and limitation, and emerge as beings of strength, clarity, and resilience. You have discovered that a life lived fully requires a willingness to embrace discomfort, to walk willingly into the fire of growth, and to find joy not in ease but in the journey itself. You are no longer just surviving. You are thriving. You are alive in every sense of the word, embodying the strength, courage, and wisdom born from the path of chosen suffering. And as you look to the future, you do so with a heart full of gratitude, ready to face whatever comes, knowing that you have within you the power to overcome, to grow, and to create a life that is truly your own. As you continue along this path of growth and resilience, something remarkable happens. You begin to realize that the external goals you once pursued are no longer the ultimate prize. They are meaningful, yes, but they become secondary to the transformation occurring within. The material achievements, the accolades, and the benchmarks of success all hold value, but they pale in comparison to the inner strength, the profound peace, and the depth of self-understanding that now define you. The true reward is this inner evolution, the unshakable core you've built through each step of deliberate challenge and struggle. You see life itself as a vast, unpredictable landscape to explore, not something to control or manipulate. Each day becomes an opportunity, a new page in the story of your own resilience. Even in moments of uncertainty or hardship, you find yourself capable of seeing the beauty in the struggle, the subtle wisdom in discomfort. This ability to perceive challenge as a gift transforms not only your perspective, but also your experience of life as a whole. You become someone who not only endures but truly thrives under any circumstance, grounded by a sense of purpose that is deeper than any fleeting success. The people around you notice this shift. They see a lightness in you, a calmness that doesn't waver. It's as if you carry a secret, an understanding of life's rhythm that is both rare and profound. Those who once doubted the path you chose now look to you with respect, sometimes even admiration, because they see that you have found something many are still searching for. In their questions, in their curiosity, you recognize the yearning for meaning and fulfillment that drives so many but remains elusive to those who avoid discomfort. You find yourself in a unique position to offer guidance, to show by example that true fulfillment requires embracing the very discomfort we often run from. Over time, this influence grows, reaching beyond your immediate circle. Your story, your dedication, and your journey of growth become a source of inspiration for others to pursue their own potential. They see the strength and fulfillment that come from facing life head-on, and it ignites something in them. Your life becomes a testament to the power of embracing discomfort, a living proof that the road less traveled, the path of struggle and sacrifice, is, in fact, the path to true freedom. You feel a deep sense of responsibility to share this understanding, to help others see that they too have the capacity for transformation within them. As this influence expands, you come to understand that your journey isn't just about your own growth. It's about contributing to something much larger. The inner strength you've developed becomes a source of strength for others, a reminder that they too can become resilient, purposeful, and unyielding. This realization fuels you with even greater purpose. You continue to challenge yourself, not only for your own evolution, but for the impact it has on the world around you. You become a ripple, spreading waves of strength and resilience that inspire others to embrace their own journey of growth. At the heart of it all, you carry a quiet gratitude. Every hardship, every painful moment, every doubt you endured was worth it. The suffering you chose has transformed you, unlocking dimensions of yourself that would have remained hidden in a life of comfort. You see now that this journey was always about becoming the most authentic, powerful version of yourself, a version that exists not despite the struggle, but because of it. You have found meaning, not in avoiding life's trials, but in facing them head-on, in using every moment of discomfort as a stepping stone towards self-mastery. And so, as you walk forward, you do so with a heart that is open, a spirit that is unbreakable, and a purpose that is unwavering. You are free in the truest sense of the word, not bound by fear, not limited by comfort, but liberated by the strength you've built from within. This is the life you've created, one of purpose, resilience, and boundless potential. You move forward with confidence, with grace, and with the profound understanding that there is nothing you cannot face, nothing you cannot endure, and nothing you cannot achieve. You are alive, fully and deeply alive, having discovered that the greatest strength comes from within and that a life of meaning is worth every ounce of suffering. And as you step forward, fully immersed in this journey, you begin to feel a profound sense of connection, not only to yourself, but to everything and everyone around you. The resilience you've built becomes a bridge, linking you to the experiences of others. You realize that while each person's path is unique, the underlying struggles, fears, and aspirations are universal. This understanding deepens your empathy and compassion, creating a quiet wisdom within you. You no longer see others' pain or challenges as distant realities. You recognize pieces of yourself in their experiences. This shared human struggle brings you a sense of unity with others, a reminder that no one truly walks alone. This perspective strengthens your purpose even more. You see your journey not only as a means of personal growth, but as a way to serve, to uplift, and to encourage those who are still finding their own way. You become a source of quiet inspiration, not by preaching or advising, but by simply living as an example, by showing others what's possible when we face our fears and embrace the discomfort. In doing so, you create a ripple effect, one that subtly yet powerfully encourages others to reach beyond their limitations, to explore their own strength, and to uncover their own potential. With each day, your gratitude grows. You understand that every hardship has brought you closer to the essence of who you are, each trial refining you into someone stronger, braver, and more authentic. Life, in all its complexity, feels like a gift made richer through each moment of suffering you chose to endure. You've built a solid foundation, not on external accomplishments, but on an inner core that no one can take from you. This foundation brings you a deep sense of peace, one that remains even in the face of future challenges, for you know that whatever may come, you have the power to meet it head-on. You begin to look toward the unknown with excitement rather than hesitation. New goals, new dreams, and new horizons appear, and you embrace them with open arms, knowing that they too will test you and demand even more growth. You welcome the journey, no longer driven by the need to prove yourself, but by the pure joy of expanding your limits and discovering who you can become. Life, in all its uncertainty, no longer feels daunting. It feels like an open canvas, waiting for you to paint with the colors of courage, resilience, and unyielding strength. As you continue to grow, You realize that the greatest impact you can have is simply to live fully, deeply, and fearlessly. By doing so, you offer others a glimpse of what's possible, showing them that they too can rise above their fears, overcome their doubts, and create lives of purpose and meaning. Your life becomes a silent yet powerful testament to the truth that the only real limitations are the ones we place upon ourselves, and that by facing discomfort, by choosing the path of growth, we can shatter those limitations and step into a life of boundless potential. And so, you move forward with an open heart, carrying with you the lessons, the strength, and the wisdom forged through each chosen hardship. You are no longer just existing. You are truly living, embracing every aspect of life with a sense of adventure, purpose, and fulfillment. You've come to understand that true freedom lies in the willingness to face life head-on, to embrace the journey in all its ups and downs, and to transform every moment of discomfort into an opportunity for growth. In the end, you realize that the journey never truly ends. It continues to unfold, offering new challenges, new insights, and new layers of meaning. But now, you face it all with the unbreakable knowledge that you have the strength to endure, to grow, and to thrive. This is the life you have chosen, a life of purpose, resilience, and boundless potential. You are fully alive, a testament to the power of choosing to make yourself suffer, not as an act of self-denial, but as a path to self-mastery. And as you walk forward, you do so with a quiet joy, knowing that the journey itself is the reward, that every step has brought you closer to the person you were always meant to be.